Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on a sync pair showcase. So today we are talking about Variety Scout Kiawe. A lot of people are sleeping on him. Honestly, I don't really know why. If you've spent money on this game or you do plan on spending money on this game, he's a really good unit to pull for because you can guarantee his scout with only 7.5 grand paid gems compared to any other unit where you have to spend money. He is good value, especially if you don't have a lot of fire types, if you don't have a lot of types that can do fire spin that trigger trap condition or burning units. He is also really good, if not one of the best debuffers in this game. Unfortunately, you do need him at 3 out of 5, so you do need to pull him 3 times to get his really broken debuffing skills. I will show you a showcase at the end of the video where I did a run in Champion Stadium Master Mode, 2.5 grand points. So let's go ahead and have a look at his sync grid. No shortage of fire types in this game. There is no doubt that most of you would be well versed in fire type stages or just fire coverage. But you shouldn't sleep on Kiawe because he can fit into almost any team that requires debuffing. In fact, in this showcase that I'm going to show you guys, he's going to be paired up with May and Blaziken because I plan to use him only as a debuffing technical support rather than a damage dealing unit, which you can set up for. So I'm going to show you my grid that I'm going to be using, my sync grid, and I'm going to show you my lucky skills. Now, if it's a stage where there's a lot of crits, you can always run Vigilance, but in this case, I've decided to put Defense Crush on him. And I'll explain and show you why. Defense Crush is using the 2-star lucky cookie, a crunchy lucky cookie, to get. But you can always change it. You can change to Critical Strike 2 if you want, if you think of him as more of a damage unit. But the reason why I don't think that's sensible is because there's lots of good fire damage units. You don't need to use Kiawe for that. But there's not as many debuffing units like him, as good as him. Let's have a look at his kit first. So first of all, he sets up with Fire Spin and Will-O-Wisp. I would start with Will-O-Wisp because burning condition will reduce the attack power of your opponents. Along with Fire Spin then, which will trigger the normal trapped condition, which means the opponent will take burn damage and trap damage each turn. But that's not where he shines. In fact, you'll see in my Champions Stadium Master Mode showcase, I don't even use his trainer move until sort of mid to late game because I want to trigger these other things before I even start doing damage with him, but that's not the focus of what I want him to do. He's really focused on debuffing, and if you have a look at his kit here, extend range means that all his moves attack 3 opponents. So you only need 2 turns to set up Will-O-Wisp and Fire Spin on your opponents. Then every hit after that, I would keep using Fire Spin because it does a tiny bit more damage than Ember. Every hit after that, you will guarantee to reduce the special attack of your opponent and special defense of your opponent. Now that means that he's really good in stages where you want the opponent to have lower special attack and special defense. But in his sync grid, he does 2 to 3 more things for debuffing. So this is my favorite grid on him. If you have applied burning condition, which you should have because that's the whole point of Kiawe, you apply the burning condition and trap condition, he will also reduce the attack of the opponent. So now you've got 3 stats per turn that you're dropping following applying the conditions. And on a trapped opponent, he also reduces speed, so that's 4 stats. Now, if you remember, I put Defense Crush on him, so every turn he has a 30% chance of triggering 5 stats reduction. 5 stats reduction on 3 opponents. That's 15 stats reduction every single turn. 12 to 15 stats reduction because the defense crush is only a 30% chance of triggering. On top of Terrify 2, which means when he enters the battle, all opponents reduce their attack by 2 already. So that speeds everything up. So he's really good against any team. He's really good against any team that you just need to debuff. So if you're up against legendaries like Latias, which has fluid fortification, meaning that the more stat increases it has, the stronger the Latias is. Conversely, though, the more you reduce its stats, the weaker it is. So the more damage it will take with fluid fortification. So Kiawe really shines in those cases. So this is one possible grid that you could have. It's not a nuking grid. You could set up for a nuking grid if you want. I will show you the example for a nuke grid. So here we have an example of a sync nuke grid. His multipliers will lie in this node here. Powers up sync move if the opponent is trapped. And powers up sync move if the opponent has lowered stats. So you want to do that. You want to lower its stats a lot. On top of its base skill here of the base sync ability, which is the multiplier, which is increases attack when the target is burned. So you'll have all of those multipliers added, which should give you really good damage for your sync nuke. Having said that, we are in no shortage of damage output fire types. So if you've got a damage dealer, just use a damage dealer fire type instead of trying to use him as a damage dealer, because he is a better debuffer than most other units. Alright, so let's take a look at my showcase now in Champion Stadium off type. And I'll show you that he debuffs the opponent so much that in fact, by the end of the stage, I was on more health than I started.
Everything we've got! Go!
Let's go! Come on!
Rainbow! Observe!
All right!
Here goes! Onward!
Hang in there!
Do it! Show 'em! Onward!
How about this?
Let's go!
Leave it to me.
Get him!
Quickly!
There! Now! Get him!
Leave it to me.
Let's go! Onward! There! it! Show 'em!
Onward!
Do it! Well played!
Get him!
Do it!
Now!
Onward!
Do it!
Quickly! Quick! To point out where I went wrong?
Let's go!
Feel my fire! Alright! Quick! Quickly!
What can we learn from this?
Win or lose, there's never enough dancing.
Alright guys, if you have any questions about that stage just now, you're welcome to ask me. You can leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can come to my Discord channel. I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description below. That is not to say, yes, it's a really broken debuffer, but that is not to say that you should be spending your non-paid gems on him. Personally, I don't think he is absolutely necessary to spend your non-paid gems on him, but if you're spending a little bit on this game for 7,500 paid gems, it's a fairly cheap unit compared to other units you could be pulling for with your paid gems to obtain. So good luck guys. Don't forget the anniversary is just around the corner, and we just had a Dana Mine. We've posted all the Dana Mine character info also on our Discord channel, so you for the upcoming August month as well, so you can check out those new characters that are coming. If you have any questions about those new characters, like Nemona and Pormo, for example, very interesting character. Nemona and Pormo does like everything, but you have to choose, and there's like 3 or 4 different grids you could use on her. If you have any questions like that, let me know. Come to my Discord channel or leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching guys. Please leave a like and subscribe.